Hello, and welcome back to the 100 game analysis of Guardian. Our last episode, our last run rather, another win. A game where we had some unusual boss relic choices. Slaver's Collar, giving us only energy in Act 1 during elite fights, meaning that we had to prioritize taking elites to cash out on that bonus. Taking Sacred Bark going into Act 2, usually a relic that's considered underpowered, seemed to be a good choice with our White Beast statue in order to survive in the short term and even give us some power in the long term. And Pandora's Box going into Act 3, since we still had a bunch of strikes and defense left. And overall it worked out. Although I did make quite a few mistakes in that run, it should be highlighted in the spreadsheet. Still made it to the end, learned a lot. I'm going to make sure to think about things a little bit differently concerning those mistakes that I made, and hopefully we'll have some better runs as a result. Although, you know, I'm not going to complain about a win, right? Alright, let's get into a new game. Guardian again. Run number 9. Another Aquamarine. Run number 9, we got 4 gems. We haven't seen a strength gem yet. Very strange. Alright, our boss this act is Watcher. Got a very aggressive elite path on the left if we want to take it. That's what I'm looking at first. Got some good pathing up top here through a shop. Let's take a look at our choices. Choose a colorless card. That's definitely more of a late Act 1 payoff, if at all. At least with uncommons. 100 souls would be good for that first shop. Remove 2 cards can be really good on Guardian. Taking the damage is not as great unless we avoid the elites. But you know, certain strategies can work on Guardian because of stasis and gems. Keeping the deck small is a really good strategy. So if you wanted to do something like that, you could absolutely go in that direction. However, I am going to stick with the normal boss relic swap, and we got Cursed Key. I'm still waiting for the day where I hit Busted Crown. That'll certainly be an interesting episode. Alright, I think I am going to start up here and take those fights like I always do. Put the Aquamarine in Twin Slam, upgrade it. Let's get into our first fight. Okay, easy fight. Reroute, recover, priming shot. We are up against Watcher here. I don't know if that matters, but I usually, whenever I have a close decision like this, that is one of the major factors. I was looking mainly, I know I said it was Watcher at the beginning of the episode, but I was just checking again. If it was a silent act, then recover would be a lot better, and this decision would be a lot harder. Although, perhaps reroute could also achieve a similar thing if it was drawn in the same hand. It's a little bit harder to control the stasis whenever it's in your hand versus in your discard. Because this can actually do stuff in your hand too, you just have to play the other card first. Then we have Priming Shot, bracing for 3. So we have to ask ourselves, I think I'm going to stick with one of these two, as usual. We gotta ask ourselves, do we want a card that gives us more power in a couple turns, or do we want one that could potentially send us into defensive mode a little bit earlier? And at this point, I don't know what the correct answer is to that. I do know, again, from earlier in this series, that if we roll a roll attack, then Priming Shot, run roll attack, and curl up will put us into defensive on the first cycle, especially with 4 energy. We literally cannot miss. I think is the right word there. I think we could not miss if we had all 3, because we'd have 4 energy, and if we drew all 3 at the same time, we'd be able to play all 3. And if we did manage to do that, we would be able to go we would be able to save a lot of HP in this act. Reroute, but again, that's just one common card. There's also the two uncommons, Resilient Plate and Shield Spikes, that we could run into as well. Makes me wonder how common that is of an occurrence to have one of those three show up, at least in the short term, because I would definitely like to have that combo by the end of Act 1 if I'm going to take this. Reroute, putting another card into stasis. Notably, it doesn't work with a lot of cards that like to be put into stasis, such as, I guess a couple are Shield Charger, which already puts itself into stasis when played, and Orb Walk. Because it's a power, whenever I play it with Reroute, it will disappear rather than actually going into stasis. I think it'd be really cool if we got the benefit from it and it went into stasis with Reroute, but I don't know if that's possible with coding, or if it would be balanced out. It would just be a neat interaction. Maybe a future direction to think about. Reroute is a lot more speculative on power. We could experiment with the card, but this feels a lot more guaranteed, even though we don't know if we're going to get those Brace 8 cards. Leaning into Brace is good pretty much at all points in the game. Later on, late in the game, a build that braces and uses defensive mode for block is really, really powerful. So, although I was inclined to take Reroute, I think Priming Shot may actually be the better option here. That being said, do I take this because I think it's better, or do I do this to experiment this early? I think at some point in the series we will be forced to take a Reroute as an early damage option. Like, it won't be up against a better card. So I think we're going to wait for that to come up and just stick with what I know for now. Take the Priming Shot. Okay. We got 12 incoming because this guy's going to die. I think that's both of those. And if I want to save one more HP, I play the Defend as well. On the other hand, I could do 7 damage to the big slime right now. Can I actually kill it? No, it's 28 right now. Would have 28 damage. Next turn, drawing both those defense would be what I want to happen. I would be sacrificing. I would be keeping 1 HP. I don't think I would be able to kill. No. I should probably just save the HP. Oops. So I'm going to do that. Could keep their Crystal Ward for the reshuffle. I think that's wise. I know we have 4 energy, but this slime is really, really aggressive. Yeah, we missed the other defend. It's fine. Not much we could do about that. We could take a little bit of damage on turn 1 to kill that, I guess. Maybe that was worth thinking about. We've done 14 damage, putting it at 20. No, we wouldn't have been able to kill no matter what. Okay, it's a little bit unfortunate, but this fight in particular, being very aggressive, is not great against Guardian. Ooh, interesting. Early Fragmented Gem versus Polybeam. Pardon is just not a question right now. I definitely feel like I want to go this route. I would be missing out on a Campfire if I went for the Super, so I'd be going through a second Chop, Campfire, and then a second Elite. So I'd hit 1 Elite before our Campfire if I wanted to socket this Fragmented Gem. We're a little bit low on damage, but I guess it's just the second floor. So we could probably tank 1 hit like that. It's just a real question of, do I want the Fragmented Gem? Could go in the Priming Shot. I've discussed this gem before. I feel like it's really weak. like I'm looking for a Dexterity gem for Twin Slam and another Aquamarine for Priming Shot. A lot of common attacks have sockets. Meanwhile, there's like I think only one common block card that has sockets. And then there's also Suspension and Planning, which don't do anything on their own. So like a lot of those really like the Ward gem. Meanwhile, Crystal Shiv is just like it doesn't feel strong enough as especially as an uncommon. I don't think I can justify taking it here. Question is Polybeam good enough to take here? Guardian has a few ways to gain strength. But right now it is weak because it targets random enemies. So in fights like the Sentries, it would be really, really weak. Wouldn't actually help me much. But then again, against Sentries, you kind of need like a specific card to solve that fight. If it goes too long, you will lose a lot of HP. I think it's early enough to speculate on a Polybeam, so I'll do it. I'm not 100% sold on it. We'll have to see how that pans out. We drew 3 of our block cards this turn, which isn't great. Wow. Why, game? Why do you do this to me? Like, how do you even get that kind of odds? It's really rare that you take this much damage to an early merchant. Like, really, really rare. Like, I don't think that's ever happened to me. To get a draw that bad. I can always at least block for 5. But do we get the rare card? No. We did get a Ruby, though. It's not too late to speculate into a Ruby, although I'm probably not going to socket it in either of those cards. Also looking better than Suspension and Evasive Protocol. If we find a card like Vent Steam, that would be amazing. And also, since we've taken a couple of attack cards, we can just afford to not have this socketed for a bit and use it as a flex. So I'm going to do that. Planning would be one of those cards that you could put the Ruby into if you really wanted. Early Multi-Beam is amazing. That being said, I can't afford that and a card remove. We're off by 3 gold. Atama Beam is also here. Multi-Beam is also really good with our newfound strength gem, the Ruby. Also, like I said, it solves Sentries. It seems like a pretty good choice here. Boss's Watcher. This would also be our 15th card, which, it's fine if we take a 16th one here. I could also just go to this question mark instead of taking another fight. There are more fights down here, and I might not want to take a bunch of hard pulls in a row, so saving easy pull for here is a valid strategy. Yeah, I think I'll do this. I'm not going to buy this. I don't think I need Shield Charger either. I think I need to make sure I kill Gremlin Knob. But we did take a few good attacks and a Ruby, so I think we can afford to not take this fight for now. It didn't matter. Do I use this Essence of Steel to save my HP? I think so. Essence of Steel is kind of a weak potion, so using it now would probably save me enough to justify using it. That being said, Jobber might just be dead next turn, and 2 HP probably not worth. Yeah. Alright. Well, maybe a little embarrassing, but not, like, terrible. Charge Core, another great card here. On second Priming Shot, might be pushing it. If we found a way to get Orb Walk into stasis, we'd be in business. Might be early enough to speculate on that. And even then I have 4 energy, I could just play it. Alright, we're gonna do this. And it is in fact the knob. So, I am glad now that I took that priming shot. Because Gremlin Knob attacks for 8, so usually you want to draw Curl Up on turn 2, but we didn't get to here. So we're going to take 8 damage, and then we'll have a 2 brace left over to go into defensive. Hopefully we draw the priming shot this turn. We did. I'm debating whether or not to play the Ruby here. This is 24 plus 12 is 36 with the Ruby. And then we might just like play Defends. And then multi-beam would be 9, so that's 39. If we just play these as is, it's 26, leaving Gremlin Knob at 34. Kind of a tough decision. Because we also have to factor in Defends and whether or not I'm going to play them. If I play a Defend, Gremlin Knob goes up to 28, so we'd be saving 1 HP. If I play the Ruby, I'd have to play both Defends to save 1 HP, because it goes up by 4, then 5, then 4 due to rounding with Vulnerable. And if we do that, we would have to be able to guarantee a kill next turn. So if I played all the cards in my hand, that would be 12. It's 24. This is, wait, I did my math wrong earlier, but we'll do it again now. This is 36, not 30. And this would be 45. Because 1, 2, 3 energy. That'd be 1 energy, so that's 9. So 45. We would need 15 more. We have 2 strength, so any other attack that we draw with strike would be enough. Now what do we do without? Priming shot, polybeam, we play the defend, and then we multi-beam for 2. So this is 26 plus 14 is 40. 40, and we save a bit more HP, I think, maybe. With 20 HP left, we would need 2 other attacks. We have 2 defends, a Ruby, 2 defends there, and a curl up. So that's 6 dead draws. We would need to draw 3 in order to lose. Right? Actually, no. If we got the Ruby and 1 other attack would be fine. So we have 5 dead draws, and we need to hit 3 in order to lose there. So with the hand of 6 and 7 cards in the discard, 13. We draw 4. We'd have to hit 3 out of 5. This is when I'm going to break out the geometric calculator that I did in an earlier episode. I'm just going to do this on my phone. So 14 cards, 5 dead draws, drawing 4, we need 3, and calculate. The chances are 9%. Wow. Okay, so that's a low percentage, but the fact that it's possible really makes me nervous. That being said, we are going into defensive, so if we miss on the turn after, we'd get another 10 block. We might lose enough HP to be able to go back into defensive if I draw curl up. So how much would that be? Be playing, this is without the Ruby, so I'd only be playing the defend. This is 28 damage, we'd have 15 block now, so we take 13. We'd need 29 more brace, so 29 minus 13 is 16. We would not be able to go back into defensive. We would just have to block. and it would be 28 versus 10, so I'd take another 18. If we play a couple defends, it'd be down to 17. So on a 9% chance, we take 17 damage. That's like a 1, it's 17 over 11 is like 1.5. And how much HP are we losing here? If we play Ruby in both defends, that's another 13 damage on Gremlin Knob. So you'd be up to 37. We'd be blocking for 20, that's 17 damage. Right now we're at 13. So technically the lower HP option has a better average outcome by 2.5 hit points. That being said, I am of the belief that you don't really need to take risks like that in order to win this game. I think that the characters in theory are powerful enough to win most of the time. So taking an unnecessary risk like this to lose a lot more HP sometimes would be really bad for us, especially just to save 2.5 HP. So I'm going to go the route where I play every card. I did forget we have thorns again, but hey, what are you gonna do? Okay, we didn't dead drop, so we would have been able to save a bit more. Ooh, okay. Bio package, Future Plains, Walker Claw. Very interesting. I think Walker Claw would be a little bit overkill. Future Plains would work perfectly with our Orb Walk, also with Multi-Beam. But Compile package is here, and I gotta say, with how many different resources we have to put, we could get to put stuff into stasis, I think we should just take the rare card. Also, we got a gambling chip. Don't forget we have the curse key, so we skip this chest. I could also take it and then just remove the curse, but I don't think we need the extra relic now. I'd rather use our gold on something else. Don't really want the curl up here, or the defend. Maybe we get something good from Compile package. That's pretty good. We can immediately cleanse the debuff from Giga Beam. We didn't draw Ruby, so this would just be 36 damage this turn, and that's it. I think we can do better. This is 2 strength up front and 21, so we'd be missing out on 15, but we can make it up with the extra strength. Alternatively, we could play Polybeam as well. Defect is stasis stuff. That's also interesting. I think Orb Walker is our play here. We get the strength. Okay. Taking 5 here. Wow. Getting some bad draws early in this game. Might have to look for a bailout path here. Don't want any of these. Missing out on Bottled, Black Hole, and Mummified Hand. Also, Bag of Marbles. Body Slam is yet again in the second slot of the attack of the shop. Don't know what's going on there. This is going to be one of those moments where I have to rest here, I'm pretty sure. And we're going to take this elite in this fight and then go through the question marks and hope we don't lose all our HP. I think in order to properly play the rest of this act, we're going to have to buy a potion. Maybe it's Flex Potion, maybe it's Block Potion. I don't know. Flex Potion would just outright kill sentries with Multi-Beam, I think. 40 damage. It's actually kind of close. I think sometimes they can roll more than 40. If we got Ruby in hand, it would also help a lot. Block Potion saves 12. So the thing is, so far we've taken a lot of offensive cards. We've taken a total of 5 if you count the Ruby. So taking something that leans further into that in order to make sure that we kill on dead draws is good, but we could also just block on dead draws. Excuse me. Tough decision, really. We can't afford both. Our dead draws sometimes include curl up, like we get like 1 defend, curl up Ruby, and then like priming shot or block, and then we just can't do anything with flex pot. I think we have enough offense to use a turn to stall and then kill. So I'm going to take the block potion here. And we're going to move on. Right, we have the Ruby. I don't want that in either of those. Resting here. Even with the block potion. 51 HP is how much I feel comfortable with going for the rest of the act. It's going to be tough against Watcher, who definitely likes it when you have passive block with her Mercury Hourglass. So we're going to try and find a card that can do that for us in the next few fights. Definitely want to play Curl Up here this time. Ooh, we got 2 good hits now? Alright, hit 1 good, please. Not Ascender's Bane. That's good. Probably the better option. I would like to play Priming Shot, but that wakes up Laga. Also, we have Compile Package next turn, and Polybeam, and Ruby. Yeah. Compile Package, please. What have you got? Bronze Package is back. And we can use it to cleanse our Ruby debuff. I think it's better than these other 2, honestly. Maybe Defect is okay. I think it's a little too slow, though. This is going to be big boy damage. Giga Beam first. Then Resilient Plate. Okay. Good opening turn. Now we can go into defensive mode as well. I don't think I need to play Curl Up here, so I'm not going to. And now Laga should be dead. That's a lot of strength. Alright, good fight. Horseshoe? I forget how much Watcher does debuffs, but I'm pretty sure she does a few. I remember there being a... what is it called? She has the cards that give you vulnerable and weaken, so this is actually great. I don't think we need emergency at this point. Even with the stasis related packages, I don't think it's a great idea. We would want more expensive stuff. Prismatic Spray is interesting, but would require a campfire, which we do not have. Yeah, our only option is more fights and question marks. Yeah, we're just going to skip that. We're going to go forward. They're all attacking. How much damage is that? 22? Alright, we're just going to keep these defense. And, get multi-beam? Maybe? 5 and 12. We did not get multi-beam. That's okay. This seems like an opportune time for the block pot. Can't go into defensive. We only have Twin Slam for block. Would be nice if I could kill one of these. This is 20, technically 28 damage. I would need 4 hits on either of these two or 3 hits on this one, and that's very unlikely, to say the least. I don't think playing Orb Walk would make any difference here. Alright, probably be lucky, maybe? Nope, not this time. Doesn't matter who I Twin Slam next. I am realizing I might have been able to manipulate defensive mode, but looking at it, I don't actually think I'd be able to. I'd have to play Curl Up and then take, like, 8 damage. Maybe it was possible. Yeah, if I didn't use the block potion, I would have taken 1 from here and then 7 from here. So that would have been 8 instead of the 4 we're currently taking? Ooh, alright, I gotta keep a closer eye on stuff like that. Because now we might have just wasted our block potion. Our HP is starting to drain. Doesn't even matter. Liquid Memories is a good card. Do I want to recover? Yeah, I kind of do. It's another block card. It's going to be useful against Watcher. I think the Exploit Gems is a little greedy here, although it would work very perfectly with our Ruby. Ooh. It might still be worth it to take the Exploit Gems. We have Liquid Memory, so we can play Curl Up twice to go into defensive if we wanted. Also, how much is a defense worth of block going to help us? That's another question. It does brace, which is nice. It's able to put Orb Walk into stasis if it's in our discard, or multi-beam, or just bring back any card that we might need. Yeah, I want to take this Exploit Gems, but I think Recover is the way to go to beat this boss. Also, I don't think we can take another Elite here. Maybe we could. How fast do we kill Gremlin Knob with this deck? It doesn't look very fast. Compile package especially, like, it's 2 skill plays. Alright, we're going to take the events. We got Ominous Forge again. This very similar situation happened last run, where we were offered Ominous Forge with low HP, a few floors before the boss. Special Relic upgrading our cards is really good, because it can also hit our block cards. That's very beneficial to us. The Pain can be useful for going into defensive if we want to control that. I found that out last time. Adding another socket to a socketed card is always interesting, but we're not really at a point where I can make use of that. I think I'm going to make use of this. Again, being able to control defensive can turn out very well for us. There's no way I'm taking this. Tagging for 8 turn 1. We're going to gamble the Orb Walk away. So we can put it into stasis. Cool. I guess it's a taste of the kinds of things that we'll be able to do later with that. Recover. It's already paying off. I'm feeling a lot better about taking it over the rare card now. 0 damage fight, good. This is actually a good thing now that we have an extra block card, also with the Twin Slam. Planning is very interesting. It's a really good way to just boost your overall power if you're lacking some and have open stasis slots, because whatever you get, you'll be able to use in a couple turns. And if you can't, you'll probably just draw the cards you can use in a couple turns. Priming Shot is here again. I really do not want to take it, even though we now have two other sources of brace. Does make it a little bit interesting, but a common attack with like that, not great. I wonder if we'll get a run where we get like 3 priming shots in the first 3 card rewards and take them every time. That could be interesting. Alright, don't screw me over, please. Ooh. Buy pain. No thanks. Okay, we need something better than these, please. Okay, I need like the bronze package here. Thank you. And I'm not going to even look because I know that's enough damage. Alright. Obviously, very easy game. Fire Potion... Ooh. I mean, it's a good potion, but I think our 2 potions that we have are much more well-equipped to take on this boss. Ancient Power is very interesting. Oh, now that we don't have the exploit gems, Ruby can go into planning if we wanted to. That's kind of cool. I probably will do that just to get it out of the deck. I know we could put like an Aquamarine into it, but I think it's better to do other things. Ancient Power could be a dead draw. We have some setup stuff. We have like Ruby, Planning, Curl Up, Orb Walk, in some cases Compile Package. If we drew it with a bunch of those, and Pain, it would just be another dead draw. But it does increase our power by quite a lot, and if we get the upgrade, then we get an extra Strength Index. Might not be worth it, though. As much as I want to take it, it might not be worth it against a boss that might kill us. We do have more than 20 HP, so anything that we do in the first cycle, we can just use it to go into defensive. We can use our HP, I mean, to go into defensive. So a dead draw isn't terrible. Watcher doesn't have a ton of damage until her Sands of Time costs 1, which I think happens on turn 3, because I think she draws at turn 1. It's either turn 3 or turn 4. I know turn 1 is like Wall Up, I think, plus 3 damage, so that's 15. The next turn is like another 15 or something, maybe 11. It's a lot of HP to lose here. I don't think we can risk the Ancient Power. I don't think it's giving us enough benefit either. Because we need to beat the boss. We don't need to beat hallway fights. So I'm going to veto that. Feels bad. Fire Potion, again, I think not better than these two. Alright, 15 damage turn 1. We seem to have drawn all of our block cards. This blocks for 16 alone. You can gamble away to defend to use Recover instead. Do I want to take damage now? Does she have it in her hand? She does have the Sands of Time. Okay. So in 3 turns when it costs 1. Actually, it'll be turn 4, won't it? Because it costs 4 now and takes 3 more turns to discount. Okay, so we're safe for a few turns. We want to go into defensive on the turn, or before the turn that she gets that into play, because we're going to get plenty of block. Probably the turn before, so we get all 20. So I don't think we want to take a bunch of damage right now. So I'll gamble away 1 defense so we can use our Recover. Should probably be. That's interesting. I do kind of want to use Curl Up, but it might be a bit much. This is 13. We'd be taking 4, so that's 17, so Priming Shot would put us into defensive. We can also use Pain, though. We just do this. We're 17 brace away if we do that? Wow. Okay. Okay, getting Polybeam is good. Yeah, it's 14 damage here. We don't have the block for it. It's Very unfortunate. Maybe we get block cards from this somehow. There you go. Spheric Shield puts us into defensive immediately. But, since it's upgraded, thank you Warp Tongs, we get 30 brace instead of 20, which means that we'll still be 3 brace away from defensive mode. Also, it gives us a couple other good cards here that I think I'm going to want. So yes, I will be playing this now. Do I play Orb Walk to get rid of it? I think Harden might actually have some benefits to playing now. Oh, it braces for 14. Ooh, it's a really compelling argument to do it now. It would put us at 29 more brace, which may actually be manageable. Reasonable, I guess, is the better word. May actually be reasonable. We also play Harden twice with our Liquid Memories, so that we get down to 15. That actually sounds like a plan. I'm going to do this. I'm going to assume that this is a good plan. I guess I could have used Defend there instead. Okay, Multi-Beam got upgraded. We're still in defensive for next turn, which is good. Alright. Still above half. She splits at 102. We are currently doing 20 damage, so that's not enough. Actually, 26. It's still a little bit above, so we'd have another couple turns. Curl would put Pain back into stasis, which means we'd get it back next turn, but I don't think that's a big issue. I think we definitely want to focus on killing the next couple turns. If we do this now, we'd have to deal with next turn. I think it's still okay. This is 20, 28, 36. So we'd be dealing 28 damage to her right now. I can recover the Ruby for next turn and hope that we draw Multi-Beam. Still doesn't seem like a great turn to do this. Yeah, it seems like we drew everything a little bit too early. Oh wait, she's already at 102. How'd that happen? Was it because of the thorns? Was it too late for her to go into Wrath? Well, that sucks actually, because I would have liked to do a lot of damage right now. Guess we'll do this now then. Is this actually going to do enough damage? It's 36. Multiplied by 1.5. It's like 50 with the rounding. Maybe I need to do for 2 turns from now. If we go for 2 turns from now, I mean that I think we take Polybeam. So yeah, we're going to go for 2 turns from now. Alright. This is 11 block. There's 25 incoming. Yeah, we gotta use a speed potion then. Also, she has a bunch of block coming in. Do we play the orb walk, is the question. This is 2 strength. Times 5 plus future stuff. Yeah, we have to. $26. Okay. Now we gotta get through. 51 damage. Thankfully, with our orb walk we played, I believe we should have enough. Okay. Bit of a close call, but we won. I don't mind having to use both potions as long as you get through Act 1. It's usually perfectly fine. Okay, out of these 3... Gem Finder is certainly interesting, but last time we tried to take a Gem Finder with only a couple open slots, we took 1 gem. We took 1 gem from it, and we could have found the deck gem anywhere. It was a little bit sad to see that happen. I was definitely expecting to make a lot more use of it, but we found good gems in other places. I think you definitely need a lot more open slots, and I mean a lot with this. One of the best things you can do with Gem Finder is stack up on Dex gems and Ward gems, and then make a defense system that way. That was actually one of my first ever uses of Gem Finder, learning what it could do. In fact, it even saved me because I didn't have a defense system, any defense system ideas before. That being said, we don't, seeing what happened last time, we don't have the kind of orb slots, gem slots available for that. Tourmaline and Ruby can also be good in their own rights. I wonder how balanced it would be if it showed 1 random gem from any rarity instead of a choice of 3 commons. I don't know what this card used to be. The wording kind of tips me off that it might have gotten a rework at some point, because I don't know how people would come up with just choosing a common gem. Maybe it was like that already. Who knows? Fierce Bash is bad. I think I said that already. Revenge Protocol is actually interesting here. We don't really have a lot of great ways to go to be defensive right now, but I don't think that we're in a lot of danger of dying, as long as we play smartly here. So taking this for a late game benefit, especially moving into brace territory, we got Curl Up, Recover, Priming Shot. Sounds like a good idea to me, so I'm going to take it here. Well, this is an option. This is a choice right here. Pyramid, Crown, Wanderbots. Wanderbots kind of makes planning useless, and Recover a bit worse. Busted Crown, I don't think we can afford that at all. We are not at a place where we are comfortable with the future of our deck. We're going to need to see a lot of card rewards to come up with something a little more safe. Our next few things are probably going to be block cards, or removing pain and strikes and stuff like that. And not taking setup cards, because we have a bunch. I think this Pyramid's actually really good. Saying actually makes it sound like it's not usually, or it wouldn't be usually in this deck. I think it is rather obviously good. Being able to keep block for the right turns, using our setup on the right turns. Yeah, the only bad thing I think would be not being able to recover Orb Walk, unless we discard it turn 1. But I don't think that's a huge problem. It would eat and upgrade sometimes, though, which can be bad. It might become one of our worst cards. But I think that's okay. I think this is a pretty obvious Pyramid. Let's move on. So if we really wanted to act, if we really wanted to be aggressive or greedy, there's this path with 4 campfires, 2 elites, including the burning in this act. Doesn't actually look bad. Like, even if we have to rest at these, it's fine because we have warp tongues. Also, there's a path with a shop right before campfires to get rid of our pain, which I'm just now realizing we have with Pyramid. So these first 2 fights could be brutal. Or we could find out that it's actually good for us to enter defensive with. That would certainly be an interesting revelation. I could see it happening, and then we might decide to keep it and get rid of a strike instead. That being said, it might be a little bit of a stretch, but I think this is what we're going to do right now. I think Ruby still goes into planning here, even with Pyramid. We still have to draw through both cards. And the last time we actually had this kind of decision, I think it was also the Gem Finder run, where we had Pyramid and unsocketed gems, because, you know, Pyramid, with setup cards, it's not a big deal. Combining the cards together is really important. And also, with Pyramid, it kind of covers our weakness there that I was mentioning with gem choices before, where you want to put Aquamarine and cards that make you vulnerable like this, or like Priming Shot, Vent Steam sometimes even. Pyramid solves that. Upgrade a card, or do we rest for 14? We definitely don't rest for 14 here. Compile Package is pretty important to upgrade. That last fight, especially, like the extra brace. I might have been able to handle the brace situation a bit better. Overall, I think it was still okay, though. Multi-beam is another candidate for an upgrade, but I think at this point, we need setup for multi-beam to be good anyway. Multi-enemy fights are a lot harder in Act 2 than Act 1. Act 1, you have like, if you have like a group of multiple things, you have like 30 HP at max. I'm thinking about Slime Gang specifically having like 15 HP max, and Gremlin Gang having somewhere between 15 and 20 each. Those are manageable. But yeah, multi-beam going into Act 2, you have like triple cultist, I think is like the biggest thing, aside from slavers. I'm thinking more of like normal enemy fights. I guess against slavers, multi-beam's really good. I think we're going to stick with Compile Package though. Alright, let's not lose a ton of HP here, please. I think we need to look for defense. We have some here. We need more. Looks like we got some weaken, which is nice. Yeah, that's like the only thing here. So now do we want to put something into stasis before we do those? I think yes. I don't think we need 2 weakens. We're going to get more back later anyways, so let's put planning in. Defend. Twin slam twice. And we'll block. Cool. Pain is here. Gotta deal with that now. I think I did these wrong. I should have put 2 Sentry Blasts into stasis since it wouldn't have done anything. Okay. We're gonna go into defensive now. I don't think I need to play any more cards this turn. Maybe I do. Sender's Bane is going to come back out. Alright, let's play one more. Get the plated armor down. Already nearing half HP. It's not good. think we're going to gain more strength. And then hopefully we can play less cards to get the kill here. Nine, 18, 28 is 46. We're close. Just a couple more attacks. Okay, we're still technically above half, but that's scary. We do need to get rid of this pain. Absolutely. Charge up, huh? Or prismatic barrier. Get some block cards in here. Charge up seems too slow. I think we absolutely need more front load. Shield charge would be okay. I think the fact that it does it for 3 turns makes up for it not doing something immediately. I don't think we want Twin Slam because those are going to count for Chosen. Okay, this seems reasonable. Bronze Automaton, huh? Yeah, that would reduce my my hex. There's also Spheric. I think this is better. And we'll play this next turn or something. No, we'll just do it now. Play Orb Support, get something in. Okay, so Chosen did attack. Which means we're in a little bit of trouble. Can't play Giga Beam Resilient Plate. I was hoping Chosen would do the weaken attack. Or not the weaken attack, just the weaken. Think we're going to go into defensive this turn. And getting rid of that was important, so... Okay. That should be good enough. $48. $58? Alright. Next turn we play Giga Beam and win. And we successfully left this fight without taking way too much HP damage. Vent Steam's here. I think that's an auto pick with this deck. Alright, now we gotta fight this guy. Don't think we need these. We definitely need these, though. I want to draw 2 other defensive cards for next turn. Curl Up's good, but, Oh, are you kidding me? Wow. Wow, alright. Maybe if we draw Twin Slam, we'll be alright. Jeez. I'm gonna wait a turn for that. But lucky us, we got 2 upgrades on our defense. Oh, okay. That's funny. Do we waste any more HP on this guy? We're gonna go here. If that's a fight, that sucks. It sucks big time. Because it's gonna be a hard pull fight. we got 3 cultists, I think we'd be dead. There's also snake plant, which could severely hurt us as well. So yeah, I'm just going to pass turn a couple times. We need to save our HP when we're this low. Which really sucks. We need to do some damage to the merchant. Maybe we'll be okay though. Another aquamarine is here. Temporal Shield Plus is here, which is interesting, but maybe not needed. Aquamarine for the priming shot. I mean, what else will we put in there, right? There's also Vent Steam. If we got a Dex Gem eventually for that, we can also put Dex Gem and Twin Slam, of course. That's probably what we're going to do first. If we got an upgraded Defend with Warp Tongs, and this would only be blocking for 2 more, meanwhile this blocks for 3. That's a good enough reason to take this. Especially since Temporal Shield drawing cards is not as great whenever you have Pyramid. Oh, that's a spicy relic. Can't take it though. We gotta get rid of this pain. We can't afford to keep it. Giga Beam would have been nice too. Could take the fruit juice. That's funny. Could take a real Sentry Blast for extra weaken and damage. Doesn't sound like a terrible idea. It would just be another card to add to the deck, though. I'd like to avoid doing that, I think. You know what, let's buy this Fire Potion. I think that'll guarantee us the most safety going into this next room, which may or may not have a fight. Here we go. It is not. It is, in fact, the suspicious merchant. We have another shop down there. Like, I don't even know what kind of cards we'd want for this. Do we have a bunch of 2 costs? We have 1 2 cost, so like Enlightenment would do nothing. I guess Compile Package it would help a bit sometimes. We know Impatience is bad. Master Strategy would be, I guess it'd be okay if we draw it early. At the very least, it's not detrimental, right? Because we can always play it to draw 1, which means it replaces itself. There's also Deep Breath, in case we get a good card that we want to replay. Forethought could be interesting to clear our hand and get some discounts later, like a mini stasis. Not a mini stasis, actually a macro stasis. It would just require card draw. Discovery would be a no. I think at 30 gold, maybe we do it. How much gold are we expecting here? There could be gold here. I don't usually take that into account though. 60 more gold, so we'd have 132-ish. Minus 15 is 117. And then like adjusting for randomness, we could get like down to just 100. Have we removed? We've just removed the pain so far, so our card remove would cost 100. I think that's reason enough not to take these. We're expecting to have around 100 gold by the time we get there. Maybe if we got lucky at the chest, we get 150 or something. But, no thanks. Aquamarine. I think it just goes in priming shot for now. Right? Yeah, I think it does. Yeah, we don't want to upgrade, we want to rest. We need to stay alive here. Oh, right, we're not even getting stuff from the chest. Maybe we should, though. We might have to. I saw a post on the Discord, I think a couple months ago at this point, of someone who hadn't gotten the blue key, not getting any campfires after the mid-act chest. I think that should be changed, honestly. I think it should be coded to make sure there's at least one, so that you don't get screwed over by bad RNG on your map. At least not that hard. But considering that we're always going for heart in this series, I can't afford to take the risk that there's just no campfire after the next act chest. So we're going to take an injury and take the key. Sad that we miss out on red candle, but maybe not that much. Trading one curse for another. Do we heal again? Nah, we have 48 HP. I think we upgrade multi-beam here. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Need to make sure we can kill those slavers. Or even these. It's also a great idea. Come on, why are you attacking this turn? I think we just want all of these. Okay. This is just 13 damage right now. That's cool. Ward, 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 recover. What do we recover? The strength again? Yeah. Yeah. We want our damage combo. And we can wait another turn until we get our full stasis value out of it. Oh, next turn we get to play multi-beam on all the gremlins. That's cool. In theory, anyways. Gremlin Eater hasn't buffed yet, so even if she attacks, yeah, it's not terrible. We're gonna play planning. We only need to play this for 2 energy here. So probably just gonna spend the rest defending, which means defend, curl up. Oh, I'm just now realizing this could hit multi-beam. That's fine though, I think we'll be okay. We hit the injury, okay. That's good enough. I want to play the vent steam here, but I think we can wait another turn. And this is discounted from stasis, so we don't need to play it now. Okay, compile package with a full hand. Little bit difficult to use, but not impossible. Walker Claw? What do we do? No, we do Ancient Power Plus. Okay. And we just win. Cool. Good fight. Didn't get a potion. Citrine. Oh, and the emerald. Wow. Alright, you're really gonna make me choose between those, huh? Well, we haven't gotten the emerald yet this game. So waiting this long for another one is not great. Twin Slam would absolutely benefit from having this emerald right now. That being said, the Citrine can also go in Twin Slam to make it a 0 cost 2 times hit. That's very powerful. It's a lot of damage. And we still get some block out of it, although not a lot. You can also put it in Vent Steam to make it cost 0. I think we don't have to do that, though. I don't think we have to put it in Vent Steam. So it's really just between which gem I want to put in Twin Slam, really. The energy costs start to hurt a lot going into Act 3 if we stay on 4 energy. We got a lot of stuff in our hand that we want to play. We don't really have a good way of discounting it yet. Stasis is more clogging our hand than actually discounting cards. It is discounting cards and allowing us to play more, but it's not really handling our hand clog problem. We also have compile package to worry about. Adding emerald would just give us 8 more block to Twin Slam. It would still cost 2 energy. So 2 cost 14 block versus 0 cost 6 block. It's kind of a compelling argument when you think of it like that, huh? I'd rather have a 0 cost 6 block with this much energy, and then just find another block card. So yeah, I'm going to take the Citrine. It doesn't feel quite right. I don't like having to choose between both, but, you know. I think it is the better play here. Oh, another thing about having 100 souls here is that, means I can break the key if I wanted. Gives an extra 10 max HP. You know, I really have to use the bathroom. The game is telling me time for a break. I think I'm going to come back to this tomorrow with a fresher mind, figure out what to do there. And this time I will be taking a very, very close look at what we have so I don't forget um, before I start recording tomorrow. So, see you in just a second. Test, 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 test. Alright. Before we get back into this, let's review. Got Twin Slam, it's giving us 6 block for 0 energy as well as a bunch of damage. Priming Shot also gives us a bit of block. Polybeam, Multi-Beam, Ore Block, Compile Package, Recover, Planning, Revenge Protocol, Vent Steam. Maybe a little bit low on defense, but we have a lot of good stuff going for us. Is our map looking like we're about to hit this super? Probably gonna have to rest here, but we have good potions for it. Probably don't have to rest now. We're gonna get an upgrade, I think. Then again, how many shops have I hit so far? 3, so this is the 4th one. Which means it'll be doing 25 damage turn 2. Maybe I skip. Okay. It's hot. Test, test, test. Alright. Now we're going to deal with that. Alright, 150. And we're back. I have done a review, like I said I would. So now I know what I've got going for me right now. Let's get back into this. This is going to be our 4th shop this game, which means that the merchant is going to be doing 25 damage on turn 2. And we don't have that much defense going for us right now. So I'm thinking that maybe we use our money to break the Sapphire Key and just dodge the shop for now. And then we'll take this path going towards the right and hopefully survive. I mean, 25 is more than Snake Plant. That being said, it's like, you know, only 1 turn. I think no matter what we do, we have to break this key. So we're going to do that, get the extra max HP. And now we got to figure out what to upgrade here. Vent Steam is starting to look like a really good upgrade. We could do Ore Block, but that might be a little bit of a later game thing if we run out of upgrades. Planning doesn't need an upgrade, it gives an extra gem slot. I'm a little bit weirded out by this upgrade, by the way. I find that there's very few situations where I would actually want a second socket on a card like this. So let's see. Our other options are like Polybeam, maybe Recover or Curl Up. Curl Up is interesting for sure. I think Vent Steam is our upgrade though. Alright, let's take the super. We got a Metallicized Book of Stabbing. Wow. Apparently this isn't an injury, it's a writhe. Very sad to find out. Do we want Planning this turn? Do we want Curl Up this turn? Like, can we even go into defensive right now? We have 13? No, we don't have that much. We have like 3 more. I think we get rid of Curl Up then. Priming Shot gives a little bit of block. And we probably do need this Vent Steam like right now. But do we aim for better? We have 16 cards left in the draw. We're going to draw 2 right now. Okay, we'll stick to this for now. Okay. I'll use the Power Potion. Stasis engine might be a thing. In our hand we have 2 0 costs, and stasis engine from a power potion does not count for itself. I don't think repulsor's good here. I think we're just gonna have to take the stasis engine and hope that it speeds us up enough. Okay, that'll help for next turn, hopefully. Alright, taking 21, we're going into defensive. Taking that much damage is probably just expected. This one has a 0 cost, but Ancient Power exists. I think we have to do Ancient Power. Overload plus? Maybe we hit our Twin Slam. Nope, we missed. Fun times. I will recover. I think we want to end this fight sooner than later, so I'm going to do Polybeam. Okay. Right, I have Pyramid. I completely forgot. Really, game? We should be getting hit from the 24 attack this turn. Okay, we could have killed this turn, but that's fine. Alright. Got our kill. Gotta remember that we have Pyramid. It's kind of important. Unceasing Top, I guess, isn't terrible when you have Pyramid to retain the card. So, what do we have now? Shield Charger? We don't have any way to put something from our hand into stasis, so I'd have to pay the full 2 energy for it. That being said, it is probably worth doing. So I'm going to take it. Future plans, I think, is not great here with our planning and recover. Too much stasis, not enough slots. Alright, we're definitely going to rest here. So I guess the question now is, do we take the shop anyway? Since if it becomes an easier fight. Hard pull fights are Avocado, Rat, Centurion Mystic, Snake Plant, Triple Cultist, Spheric Guardian, and Sentry. That might be it. There might be one more, though. So, Triple Cultist, we could probably handle with Multi-Beam Plus. That is if we draw to it fast enough. Maybe we'd have some trouble otherwise. But we have some decent attacks. Polybeam's a little bit weak. Priming Shot's okay. Twin Slam would be good. Pile Package would be good. Shield Charger would actually be really good. Avocado and Rat. Be a lot of burst damage again. Against us, I mean. $21 on turn 1. The nice thing about the merchant is that it takes 2 turns for them to do their hit. We have Spheric Guardian Sentry. Spheric Guardian Sentry actually seems kind of scary. I don't think we have enough sustained damage or block to handle that fight. So I think we're just going to hit the shop. We're going to try and get Merchant's health down a little bit longer, a little bit more. Okay, we have Defend and Recover. I'm going to get rid of Polybeam. Okay. I don't know how much that'll actually do for us, but... Okay, we got Spirit Shield. That's perfect. We'll play that next turn. I do want this Floating Orbs now, though. I'm just going to play our Twin Slam. I'm going to recover it. We're going to recover Polybeam. This would be 16 damage versus... This is already 18 with 2 strength. And I guess it would be 24 versus 22. Twin Slam's probably a little bit better, but it's hard to tell. Maybe if I were to wait, it wouldn't be so close. Also, I don't have to deal with Hand Clog, so I'll take the Polybeam. I'm just a little bit of block off from being able to play this. I guess if I had used the Dex Potion, I could have done it. Kind of a waste of a Dex Potion to do that, though. Alright, let's play this. I'll play the Harden as well. And I'm going to play the Vent Steam now. Do I play the Orb Slam? No, I think I keep the Orb Slam. So I can use Planning next turn. I don't mind not drawing cards here. Or as many cards, I mean. Alright, Planning. Give us a Strength. Get our Orb Slams in. Polybeam. Get to play our Multi-Beam as well. Do we want to draw all of these cards? I think sacrificing like 1 damage is fine to make sure that... to give us a better chance of getting more block here. Okay, we got it. Okay, this gives me confidence we'll be able to kill it next act. Not being able to buy anything here kind of sucks, though. Ooh, Garnet? Garnet and Vent Steam. It's kind of funny. I was thinking recently about how often I end up with empty slots in my... empty sockets in my cards. And I might have to be a little bit less picky about the gems I get. Garnet's not a bad one to put into Vent Steam. The real kind of thing I would be looking for would be like another Dex and Ward combo, just to make sure that we have a decent chance of blocking on that turn. But actually, I guess it doesn't matter as much since we have Pyramid, does it? Could also take the Suspension. Suspension actually seems like a pretty solid pick here. We still have a little bit of time to get other gems. I think at this point, we probably don't have to be too picky. But then again, we wouldn't have to use Garnet if we don't want. So I think I'm going to take the Suspension. I don't think we draw back to recover or curl up fast enough to warrant not taking to make it bad. Especially whenever cards in our hand are things that we want to get rid of a lot. Like putting Shield Charger or Multi-Beam into Stasis or Orb Block, those would all be great hits now. Also, if that gets hit by Warp Tongs, it draws a card, which is cool. Alright, so what are we missing out on here? Toolbox? Okay, that kind of hurts. 2 rare relics. Body Slam is yet again here. I don't understand why this happens the way it does. Like, is something up with the RNG that is constantly putting this here? Alright, yeah. So that's about it for this shop. It probably doesn't matter too much whenever you look at these relics to see what you're missing out on. Because there's so many relics in the game, you wouldn't, like, planning around getting a single one wouldn't be too smart. The only exception, I think, to that is the shop relic, which is the reason I looked at this. Whether or not you look at a shop, the relics still get generated and you won't see them later. And shop relic is a small enough pool that you can look at it and see what you're missing out on. For example, if you were maybe looking to take on some shops in the hopes of getting orange pellets, which is a small chance but not negligible, and you saw it in a shop that you couldn't afford, then that would be valuable information. You would know that you would be able to prioritize shops a little bit less. Toolbox, I think, isn't really the one that we'd be too sad about, but it is a good relic, so I think we just need to focus on blocking here. Okay. Okay. Cool. Give me thorns. Yes, I will block for next turn. If I wanted to, I could just play Priming Shot. I think I do need to, I think I need to choose multiple types of cards so the Malleable doesn't hurt as much. I'm going to play the Recover here. We're going to get... What are we going to get? Planning, maybe? No, Vent Steam, Vent Steam. Get Vent Steam back in a couple of turns. And I'll play both strikes here. I don't really want to go back into defensive, so I'm not going to play Priming Shot. Also, the Malleable is not great with these cards. Okay, so now we have 2 strength from our thing, which is cool. I'm going to play Shield Charger here. I'm going to play both Orb Slams, and then Polybeam? I'm going to play Priming Shot first, then Polybeam. And then next turn we should be able to get a kill easily. Okay, cool. Okay, that was a little harder than I thought, but it didn't hurt. That was a 0 damage Snake Plant fight. Thanks Compile Package for that. Attack Potion over either of these. It's a good question. I think we just keep both the potions we have. Okay, Aquamarine is back. I think we take that. You know, Aquamarine is a very, very solid card. Also, the fact that we're not fighting Watcher 3 makes cantrips, the 0 cost cards, a lot better. Yeah, we're gonna skip that. Move on to this fight. Ah, Snecko, that was the 6th one. I always forget that one. Do I? I don't think I care about these, but I do. But I think I do care about the curl up. Yeah, we'll just get some more damage on that. Hey, look. Unseasoned Top did a thing. These drawing at 0 is actually pretty cool. We are going to need to play Recover here. To full block, I mean. I don't think Vent Steam is the answer, but Twin Slam costing 0 means that it goes into stasis for 1. Yeah, you can go in. Getting it out of the hand is good. Alright, now we got a bunch of strength. By a bunch, I mean 3. Are we able to block? Yes. Should we kill instead? Yes. Energy Potion. Cool, but not needed, I think. I'm probably going to use Dex Potion in the fight. Actually, would it be better to take the Energy Potion over the Fire Potion going into Act 3? Fire Potion hurts a lot less then. Garnet's back. Another Polybeam is interesting. So is another Floating Orbs. Another Suspension? It's a cantrip now, so that could be just a free card to take. Because I think you can always cancel out of putting a card into stasis if you want. So it does nothing to hurt here. Is that better than Garnet? I think so. I think I'm skipping the Garnets for another reason that I didn't mention before. The fact that we have Pyramid with Vent Steam, usually even with a Vent Steam Plus, you're going to have a couple of turns of downtime with your Vulnerable. But I think with Pyramid holding on to a bunch of cards as well as Stasis, when we reshuffle, the Vulnerable will come back fast enough to not be needed. So I'll take this. This is essentially a free card. And I am going to drop a Fire Potion now that we're out of Act 2 hallway fights. I'm just going to use this immediately, I think. Let's get rid of... The suspension doesn't matter. I'll just keep it. Ooh, okay, glad I kept it, because now I can use it on Shield Charger. What did we hit here? Ancient Power. Yeah, absolutely. He's blocked for 12 and 9 now. He's attacking for 29. This is 21. Let's keep more of our decks and stuff. Alright, I'm going to use this fight, absolutely. I'll put Suspension back since it draws a card. And we're going to put this Ancient Construct into Stasis so we don't have to deal with it in our hand. Okay. Now, we would like to do as much damage as possible. So that by the time we go into defensive, we're not going to run out of brace. So let's just do this. Put Curl Up into... No, we'll put a Defend. I have 2 Strength right now. We have more coming up. I think I should keep the Polybeam and get rid of the strikes. But I probably will play the Polybeam before we reshuffle, just so that I get to use it more than once. I did also forget about the fact that we have minions to worry about. That's kind of an important consideration. Let's see what Polybeam hits here. We'll just use it now. Or I could use Revenge Protocol and then go Curl Up. So we get the extra strength from it being in defensive. I forget what Ironclad's next attack is. I think it's Heavy Blade. Yeah, I think it's Heavy Blade, then he resummons the mushrooms again. Okay, let's just do this. We'll go into defensive for next turn. Use this now. Also get this out of our hand. I'm going to get rid of the guy that does damage, I think. This guy is the guy that makes you exhaust cards. That's actually a good thing to get rid of our injury. This has a, what, 16 out of 81? That's like a 20% chance to miss this guy all 4 times. So yeah, we want to just... Oh, we have 2 extra strength, right. That's good. Because now we guarantee a kill on that. Oh, it's 5 times. Okay, well, there's a low chance that it hits the first one 4 times, but I'm not too upset. Okay. I thought it was going to hit... I thought 4 or 5 were going to hit on Ironclad, and I would have been really happy. We have extra decks, so I'm just going to use this. Okay, so now we get to exhaust our injury. Do I want to wait? Oh yeah, there it is. The 10 plus 23 turn. So at the end of the return, we're exhausting Injury and Ascender's Bane, so that's 2 cards. And I would like to also play Defend and Multi-Beam, so that's 4. So we do draw 5 next turn if I do it like that. And then wait for Polybeam. Okay, do it like this. I don't want to waste damage on Polybeam on that front guy, so... Goodbye Injury. It was actually a lot of block. Wasn't expecting that much. Oh, I can get 2 permanent strength right now from Ancient Construct. That's cool. Yes, please. I don't think I have any other temp buffs. I don't have to worry about debuffs either, honestly. So that goes in. And I'm going to save my attacks for next turn. What happens after this turn? Headbutt. Headbutt is bringing back, I think, Bloodletting for another Reaper turn? I'm not 100% sure. Actually, I think the next turn is another summon, so we don't have to worry about block next turn. I would just like to be able to get into defensive for the extra strength. So I'm going to get rid of my defense. I'll just use this now since it gives us the brace we need. Oh, Flame Barrier. Right. Okay, so we went defensive this turn, which is good because we actually kind of need the block for this Flame Barrier. We should have enough, though, with these Crystal Wards. Should I play the Overload? I guess I should. I have the artifact, so it's not like it's gonna matter too much. We got Polybeam back, which I would take damage from if I played it. I guess I just play the Curl Up to get rid of it. Give us the extra brace. Next turn's gonna have a lot of damage coming. $54. Okay. Does that mean we try to kill this turn? Got planning. Puts Twin Slam in there. Is this 21? Oh yeah, we can absolutely kill here. Goodbye, Ironclad. He has one more strength than me. Sad. Ooh, okay. Oh, man. Speed boost is interesting. I don't know if it's needed. Compile package number 2 is also really interesting. Honestly, if you stack a bunch of compile packages in your deck, you can handle a lot of situations, no matter what you get. Spheric Shield is just here, though. A guaranteed way to go into defensive on any turn we choose is pretty good. Pretty darn good. It's really hard to say no to that. Especially since we are doing brace things. Yeah, I think these other ones take too much work to make work. This is just very obviously good for us. Alright. Runic Dome, Sacred Bark, Black Star. With this much control over our deck, I don't think we want Runic Dome. Also, we are doing pretty well with our ability to put things into stasis. So we get some discounts that way as well. Our last fight we were able to handle very easily. Also, we do have an energy potion for the initial parts of this. For Black Star, we already have the green key, so that gives us a much higher chance of getting more elites from this act. And it's actually one of the better Act 2 Black Stars. Or I guess Act 3 Black Stars. It's kind of confusing what to call it. This is obviously the Act 2 boss chest, but I guess it's an Act 3 Black Star. Anyways, it's a lot better since we have Cursed Key, and we have not very many relics. So the boost from the relics would be a lot higher proportionately. That being said, we got some really good ones. Got Question Card, Warp Tongs, Horseshoe, Gambling Chip, and Pyramid. Like, even the boss relics count to a certain extent. So the question would be, is Black Star going to give us enough power compared to what we have here? As much as Black Star is like one of those really fun relics too, and I really do want to take it. But I'm wondering if Sacred Bark is going to be better for us. It gives us a much higher ceiling for certain fights. Whenever we need our emergency tools, we'll be a lot better equipped. We do have a decent amount of setup in order to kill things. And all right, let's think about the actual elite fights real quick. Got Giant Head, Reptimancer, and Nemesis. Nemesis, we might have some issues concerning the burns. We don't have a repulsor. The nice thing about burns is that they don't stay in your hand with Pyramid. They discard themselves, or technically they play themselves for the 2 damage at the end of your turn. So that means they leave the hand. We also have plenty of control over our damage, so we can absolutely attack on turns that Nemesis is not intangible. That might be enough. I still have all of my strikes and defense, which kind of sucks. I would like to be able to hit up a shop or 2. I think shops are actually kind of high priority in order to get rid of these strikes and defense. This would have been another good Pandora's, or an Astrolabe would have been fine too. If I had been offered either of those, I think those would both beat Black Star and Sacred Bark for sure. So if I want to prioritize shops, which is actually kind of difficult since I have 117 gold right now. I mean, even killing the merchant would give some damage back. Sorry, some gold back, but we still need 200 to break the rest of our keys. It's actually kind of tough to get rid of all the cards in our deck, and we still have an injury to deal with. So we might just need a way to deal with our current strike and defense situation. I'm thinking like, I think just a time capacitor would help for more stasis slots. Now that we've taken 2 extra things to give us stasis from our hand, it's looking a lot better. Also, in some worlds, we make use of Unceasing Top. So if we want to look for time capacitor specifically, we'd have to go to shops, but even then, it's 1 uncommon card, which would be really hard to find. I think we actually got offered one earlier, but I didn't think we could afford to take it. Obviously, things have changed. I think with the inconsistency of our deck and how many bad cards we still have in it, Sacred Bark to help us with the bad turns is the better play. I'm going to be real sad if we get a big elite route somewhere. Okay, I think I saw a 3 elite route. Yeah. 3 elite route was the max. There's no campfires on it anyway? Okay. That being said, all the shops are down there. Wait, this... Okay, this entire act was almost completely divided in 2. It stops here, though, which is funny. Another problem is we need to break the keys. So that means we need to get 200 gold by the time we reach a campfire. Which means that we either take this path to try and kill the merchant here, or we just take some fights down this way, recall here, and then break a key either here or here. Or I guess here could work too, but we're probably going to want to take elites. Yeah, alright. So if I want to break the keys by this, I need 83 more gold, which is like 6 normal fights, and elite fights count as double. So this path with all the fights, plus this elite, plus this other fight would be more than enough. in most cases. I think that averages 105. So missing 83 would be very, very difficult. I think no matter what, we have to start up here, though. So we're going to put this aquamarine in something. Vent Steam still has a chance to put a powerful combo in it. Like, I would like to put strength gems in it, and since we have 4 slots, I think these are fine to put a block card into. That being said, they do become cantrips when upgraded, so if this gets hit by Warp Tongs, the need for the block is a little bit less. Also, we will be keeping Vent Steam in hand for to hit on the right turns. I guess we'd be wanting to play Suspension whenever. Using Vent Steam for block seems bad. Like, if we were in an emergency, playing Vent Steam to get that little bit of extra block doesn't seem great. But then again, keeping the suspensions to save for block, I guess it's not terrible. There are times where we would want to keep them. But then again, it's not drawing us a card if we do that. I mean, we could also just put the strength gems into suspension. It's a defense steam. That's fine. Alright, I'm going to put it in defense steam. I think that's our most vulnerable moment right now. Gonna get our green key, gonna get our red key. And we're gonna start down this way. Gambling chip means we can recover that. Being attacked for 23. I think I'm just gonna do that. Interesting. Yeah, I think we just take this again. You go back in, and this is enough block, and we're good. So now we have 3 decks. That's cool. Draw a card, put Shield Charger into stasis. Need to get rid of this guy first, I guess, if we can. I don't think we have enough damage to. Actually, maybe we do, with Twin Slam being free. By the way, this decision to make it free has been very, very good for us. Play Priming Shot for more block. Now, I still have 3 energy and can kill with Multi-Beam if we want. We'd be taking 4 damage. Can we do better? This is 16 block? No. This is attacking for 18. There's another 20% chance to miss on this. If we would just need it to hit once, and then it'd be the same as multi-beam. We need it to hit this 3 times in order for us to be able to save the rest of our HP. I think there's no reason to take the risk here. Could have used an energy potion. I don't think we need to yet. Not for 4 HP. And yes, I am going to remember this time that we have Sacred Bark. That would be 4 energy. That would have been 4 extra procs on the X-Cost card. Just do this now. To support health. And that's an easy kill. Cool. Emerald. Okay, that was one of the things we were looking for. That is, in fact, one of them. And now we can put that into Vent Steam. It's kind of funny. Honestly, with how many Aquamarines we have now, it's not terrible that we just have a naked Emerald right now. I don't think we need the Walker Claw. At least not yet. Our damage focuses a lot on creating combos, and if we stay safe until we can do that, then we're just going to naturally have a bunch of attacks in hand to do so. If we didn't have Pyramid, I would probably think very hard about taking that. I think the Emerald's perfect, though. We can put that into Vent Steam now, and have it block for a lot more. And if we need to block, we have other things as well. I think this gave us 13 gold. I think we had 17, right? So we low rolled on that a little bit. That's fine. A little bit of a low roll. We just keep going like this way. Oh right, we have Spirit Shield. That's cool. I guess we don't need Emerald then. Or Defend. Just look for better stuff right now. Such as that. Okay. You're just gonna have to deal. This is way too much block, but who cares? If I put this into stasis, it becomes 13 times 4. I can probably just do this now. Just put Curl up in. I don't think we're going into stasis not going into defensive anytime soon. 26. Okay. Is this a kill if I had done this? 13? No, it wasn't. I guess I should have just played it anyway. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Still won the fight. I didn't really talk about this before, but Sacred Bark with certain potions are definitely a lot better than others. Some just outright have no extra effect, like Gambler's Brew. Although, it's weird because Gambler's Brew could have just drawn twice as many cards as you discard, but they didn't do that for some reason. Weak Potion, applying 6 weak, is actually not twice as strong. The number is twice as big, but you'd have to wait for 6 turns in order for it to actually get its full payout. Meanwhile, waiting for 3 turns is a lot more reasonable, or conceivable, I guess. There is an argument for starting to take more protocol cards. The brace numbers on it are just so low. It's really hard to justify that when they cost 1 energy. Thankfully, I think they are getting reworked. Tourmaline, I think we can still look for better. We still have 4 common gems, right? I don't think we need any of these, so we're just going to skip again. The nice thing about taking all these fights, even though I'm forced to, kind of, for the gold, is that we're getting a bunch of question card value. We're not playing Polybeam in this fight. Absolutely not. I don't think Curl Up's very good here, either. Being attacked for 16. Just take our Revenge Protocol. I didn't really say anything about this earlier, but Revenge Protocol's upgrade just increases the strength in defensive by 1, which kind of sucks. Do I want to recover anything? No? Maybe? This turn is kind of hard because this is the big attack, so we're going to want to. We're going to want to attack. Simply because we can't defend. But it also puts us in danger of getting a Parasite. Suspension on Shield Charger definitely seems like the right play. I don't think we need to bring anything back, so I'm going to just do this first. We'll play this just for the block. We can't even put anything into stasis. Alright, give us a low attack, please. That's pretty good. We have a lot of attacks and defense coming up, so this, I think this might just save us like 4 HP now and then not be anything more later. Be like a, what do you call it? Essence of Steel? Yeah, which is kind of pathetic. Alright, we need an attack from this right now. Bronze package? Certainly interesting. We'd be getting the Resilient Plate out of it. We have 23 block. I don't think we really have a better option here. I guess this also gives us a second attack in case the other one's bad, but it does risk us getting the parasite again. I think this is fine as is. Oh yeah, I have suspension here too, don't I? Yeah. I'm gonna put this strike in. Alright, what have you got? That's good enough, I guess. Oh yeah, we can play the emerald. Okay, another 4 damage. So I guess it would have saved us 8 now. I still think we could do better with potions, but maybe the weak potion could have gone. Although if we fight Transient next, I think the weak potion will be very, very useful. So I think we still made the right choice here. Transient is very scary for Guardian, I've found. I don't know if that's a universal thing, or if that's just my experience because of how I play it. Keep going. You can still keep going. Okay. That's all I'm doing. Alright. That's 40. Let's do this first. I got offered a floating orbs earlier and didn't really say anything about it. I think with Pyramid we don't really want to deal with having another card in our hand, because it can actually be a detriment to us. And again, I don't think we really need any more damage at this point. Maybe if we find a really good damage card later, I'll take it, but not right now. Is it just me or are we really low rolling on our gold here? We had 30, then we have 3 fights here and got 37. And the average is 15. So we've missed out on 10 gold already. That being said, we still have 2 more fights to get 33 gold. I'm gonna keep a close eye on... Wait, no. Yeah, I'm gonna keep a close eye on our gold from the elite. If we get less than... If we get 22 or less, I have to go to this right side to take 2 fights. Or else I risk not having enough gold, and I can't take that risk. Fighting Darklings again, come on. Get rid of this, and this, this, and this. Don't need any of that. No thanks, I would like to play all these. Because we take 3 here, it's still fine. There is an argument for playing the weak potion here, but I think it's still good against certain elites. Reptomancer is a big one. Even Nemesis to an extent, though. I think those would be fine. I did kind of rag on weak potion a little bit with Sacred Bark, but the elite fights in Act 3 are actually pretty good for it. Oof, alright. Oh man, we're taking a lot of damage here. This is bad. How did we miss, like, our 3 big cards? Well... Okay. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into defensive off this guy, and then just take 23, I guess. Maybe I just use this now to weaken that back one. Save 6 HP now. We're probably gonna get just a kill next turn, though. Yeah, I think we just have to take our damage. Want to put Shield Charger? No. No. I want to play this as planned. Alright, that sucks a little bit. Ow. Oof. Jeez. Alright. Now it dies this turn. We're gonna have to go into this elite fight with 19 HP. Okay, Ancient Potion's not worth it. I still don't have this Emerald socketed. I don't think I can take another one at all. Alright, we just gotta beat this fight. Giant hit, please? Okay. We are absolutely going to need that multi-beam. Planning can actually be really good to get it because it comes out of stasis in one turn. I am willing to take a little bit of damage here to make sure that we don't die. Actually, this is almost all our HP. Okay. Do this. Oh, we were getting that next turn? Wow. Okay, this is 22. Okay, we're not taking damage here. Yeah. I have 2 temporary decks, so I'm just gonna play that. There's no need to keep it. Maybe there was a little bit. Okay, she's summoning again, which is really good for us. Gives us another turn to prepare. This guy does need to die, though. Okay. We got this upgraded to 6, 6, 6. Okay. So we need all our block cards. Let's put Polybeam in. Let's play our Revenge Protocol, all of our damage, or sorry, all of our block, and kill that. We'll just keep the suspension. Alright, now Reptomancer should be attacking. Wow, okay, I think we got a little bit fortunate here. I am going to use this now. We get to go into defensive, and we get to kill all of the daggers. So we're still alive. Oh, I forgot that we got gold from this fight, so we're guaranteed to have enough by this campfire. I really hope that we get another potion from this. I think we haven't gotten any potion except for that weak one, so we're at... Okay, so we actually don't have White Beast this time, which means we have a potion chance. 40, 50, 60. We're at 60% potion chance. Let's hope that's enough. Orb Walker? Maybe? Maybe Time Bomb is better. That's actually kind of hard to justify. Spiker Protocol? Spiker Protocol is actually kind of good. The other two are hard to justify though, so we're going to stick with Orb Walker here. I'm just going to play this. Play the Walker Claw. No, I'm going to put the Shield Charger in. Play this. Okay. Now this next turn, we're going to go back to the defensive. Yeah, okay. Okay, so that weaken only worked for one turn, but that's all we needed. Colorless Pot's actually not bad. Second multi-beam is probably not necessary at this point. We've already fought Reptomancer, and we're only fighting one more elite this act. For sure. Yeah, we're skipping these. We're not opening this. We're going straight into this fight, which is the Maw. Very interesting. We want to get some defensive cards in hand. I don't think Emerald's a defensive enough card here. Shield Charger's perfect. And now we just play multi-beam. Alright, now I don't feel a need to colorless pot, which is good. We did get attacked for 30 though, so I think that means we have to play our Spheric Shield. 31, that's good. Just put this in. We don't need another block card right now, but you might as well. I'm going to keep this suspension. Nothing's coming out yet, so we still draw 5 cards. Okay, suspension puts the orb walk into stasis. I'm going to play the Vent Steam? Yeah. We are getting this card back, so we're going to have 7 cards. We need to play 2 now. Okay, let's get rid of Curl Up and the Crystal Ward. 35. Ancient Package is back. That's great. I'd like to be able to play it. Playing that Overload got rid of our weekend. I didn't realize that was happening, but that's cool. Let's get rid of Ancient Construct. And let's maybe get a kill this turn. No? Can we at least block? It's 41 out of 45. And we have Priming Shot? Okay, we have just enough. Oh no, that's only 4. That's only 5 energy. We only have 4. So right now we would die if I just played those block cards. I don't think I want to risk the colorless plot, so I'm probably just going to have to use the energy potion here. Yeah. Scary stuff. Darkling's just absolutely destroyed us before. Stasis Engine. I mean, we are playing a lot of zero-cost cards here. I think it would actually be beneficial. Don't think we need Guardian or either of these other cards. I think I will absolutely take this. Okay, I don't think we can afford to risk this. So I'm going to go here, break the Ruby. We're going to put this Emerald into the Vent Steam, get it out of our deck, and rest. We have no more rest sites before the boss, which is Defect. Defect has a really big turn 2 attack. Heal to full HP. Yeah, I think that's what we have to do here. Sucks that we just rested, but you know, not going to complain too much. All right, now I think the Doubt might have higher priority to be removed. Let me get rid of these strikes. We're going to keep the Crystal Wards. We're going to block for 30. Blocking for 30, wow. Ah, Bronze Package. I would like to do that. I'll play it next turn, though, I think. I can also do Spirit, because that does 30 right now. And we get Floating Orbs? Yeah, okay. Do I wait for Strength? I already have Strength. Alright. Oh, right, I can't be weakened by that. Okay, so I guess the injury is the one going to go. We don't have to worry about, we don't have to worry about being weakened here. Okay, we absolutely need to get rid of something. Draw me another card next turn. Alright. We need enough damage to kill here. Okay, we got enough damage. Get 375 back. And now we're gonna have to deal with all that strength in the second boss fight. That shouldn't be too bad. We'll skip these. Go to the shop. That is interesting. These are some good relics. Chemex is interesting, but maybe a little greedy here. Multi-beam is funny with it, but it would really only matter in the Act 4 Elite. And I'm definitely eyeing up this oddly smooth stone a lot more, since we have so many crystal warts. I could also even buy this ruby if I really felt like it. Put the ruby in one of the suspensions. I think I might be a little bit greedy with... greedy? I think it might be a little bit short-sighted. Because we also don't have a campfire until right before Niao. So we'd have to go through both the boss fights with an unsocketed gem and the Act 4 Elite fight. Let's just take this, save us some HP, get rid of our injury. It's amazing how we still end up with 2 curses after everything. Sacred Bark with regen potion, though. Or even polishing oil? Wow. These are really, really good potions. Maybe we should be focusing on that instead of, saving our gold for Act 4. What are we dealing with here? Could take 2 more events, although we did already get Mind Bloom. We'd be getting maybe the, either Winding Halls or Mysterious Sphere. Mysterious Orb? I don't remember what that event is called. It's the one with the 2 Orb Walkers guarding a rare relic. There's also the possibility of the Grim Forge event. You know, it's interesting. This is also a potion that doesn't actually get double benefit. You'd think it does, but defensive mode gives you 10 block when you enter defensive and when you leave it. So you'd be gaining 20 block if I didn't have Sacred Bark. But since I have Sacred Bark, I have defensive for 2 turns, which means I get 10 from entering, 10 from being in the second turn, and then 10 from leaving. So it's only 30 block. That being said, the blur over multiple turns is still really powerful. I do think that this regen potion is worth a lot more, though. Since Sacred Bark doubles the regen number and not the total HP number, it goes from 15 HP to 55, which is absolutely ridiculous. I think this absolutely saves us in the vast majority of situations. We can't ignore it. And I'm going to go left here, I think. I think I'd rather have question marks than fights, but maybe not. Because we do have question card. It is going to give us a little bit more gold before we enter Act 4, in case we want to buy another potion, maybe. We're going to be getting like an average of 30 gold from the Act 4 Elite. We're going to get 30 gold from this and 15 from that, so that's 75. So we'd have like around 100 gold. That's definitely enough for a potion. It wouldn't be enough for a rare potion, but then again, a couple rare potions aren't really that insane with Sacred Bark. Like, Entropic Brew is actually no benefit. Dupe Potion is good, but like, you need to set up 2 cards in the same hand that you want to duplicate, so that's difficult. What else is there? I honestly completely forget what else there is. Anyways. So just get us an extra 115 gold on average. Yeah, I don't think 15 gold is going to make that much of a difference. We'll have to see. Oh, hey, we got Winding Halls. We're not going for the Merchant, we already killed it. The Relic would actually just give us a curse with Curse Key if we open the chest, so let's just go to another event. No, we already had a full heal. But thanks. Would have preferred a card remove. Are you kidding me? Well, we're not missing out on much. Deca's washers would have been nice, but they're so expensive. We can afford and incinerate on sale. No. Okay, so those were the worst question marks ever. Okay, Nemesis. Putting Orb Walk into the discard again. We can bring it back with Recover. I think planning is fine here. Yeah, I think all of these are fine. We can just dump the multi-beam immediately if we want. This is perfect. This package is just so good. It's really hard to justify not taking it. I think I'm going to keep the Vent Steam, since we have so much, since we have so many block cards in our hand. I could have played Ancient Construct there. I'm just now realizing. I think I was focusing too much on playing the, I can't even look at it. It's the Revenge Protocol. I think we're going to suspend the Ancient Construct now that I've done that. It's fine. I don't want to use Vent Steam if I can avoid it. I'd rather use it next turn so that we get the full value of the vulnerable. So can we block this? Yes. Without using Vent Steam, we can block. We have 4 Dexterity, which is insane. Which means that this ward is blocking for 7. But these just do it by themselves. Wow. Alright. Get rid of your self-doubt. Goodbye. Okay. So we got the 45 attack. Which is pretty much exactly what I was thinking would happen. Shield Charger goes in. Priming Shot. Curl up. Oh wait, no, not curl up. I was thinking defend, but I said curl up. Defend is actually more block than curl up here. But we can curl up and recover. No, wait, no. We don't want to recover. We want to wait so we can actually put Orb Walk into stasis. We can't even do that. Our stasis slots are filled, so the next turn we'd have to draw our 5 cards. You know what? I'm gonna just do this. If we play Curl Up and Nemesis instant attacking next turn, then we're just sad. Yeah, check that out. Did we go into defensive successfully there? We did. Okay. I guess we play Spheric Shield now then. Just for next turn. Play the Orb Walk. I think we want to keep Twin Slam. Honestly, just play this. Okay, we hit Ascender's Bane, that's funny. Keep all the damage. Oh, it's dead. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Toy Ornithopter just makes these even better. Shield Charger number 2. Orb Walk number 2. Piercing Hide plus. That's tempting. Or another planning. Tough decision. Do we even need another basic block card? We might. We might absolutely need that. Just to block turn 2. But then again, now that we're full HP, we don't really need to worry. Yeah, I think Piercing Hide isn't needed. I will take the Shield Charger, though. Shield Charger is just such a good card. We're fighting Writhing Mass again? Come on. Alright, I'm going to discard that. Discard Polybeam, discard Strike. You are immediately going back in. Can I block this? Yeah, I can. I would have been able to save a defend there if I had played Defense Team first, but I didn't. Alright, we're playing this other shield charger. Or rather, we're doing that. Okay. That's fine. We got plenty of block, we can wait to get that back. Alright. Ancient Construct is back yet again. I think I just want to play it now. Use it on Ancient Power, maybe? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Keeping 4 strength is pretty nice. I could have played Planning and then... No, Ancient Power would have had to come after. Okay. It's all good. That is so much block. I will be playing this priming shot here. Okay. We have so much damage coming up. Just play this now. Draw the cards. Okay. Just play a couple now since we have multi-beam. Okay, doesn't matter what we get now. The highest it could have done is 38. As immediately demonstrated right now. $25 times 3. Oh, another colorless potion? Okay, well, we're not taking that. Alright, defect 3. We're going to want to avoid playing powers here. At least before next turn. Shield Charger is definitely going in. Oh hey, we got Spirit Shield, we're good. I'm playing this now. Suspension, yeah, we'll suspend a defend. How much damage are you doing? I would like Polybeam back. Wow, even after all that, we almost didn't full block. I should have kept a closer eye on that. I forgot just how hard it hit. I got a little bit too confident there. But, you know, I wasn't wrong. We full block already here, so let's do planning. Let's play the Vent Steam and play multi-beam. I'll get rid of the Crystal Ward here. And the defend, I guess, since we're also getting this back. Alright, so what are we dealing with now? Right, Storm. Okay. Still don't need to worry. I'm gonna put Strike into Stasis. See what kind of compound package we get. We got another ancient package. As long as we keep getting this, we're never gonna be in trouble, really. Alright. I'm now realizing that Horseshoe with debuff reduction isn't necessarily necessary. Yes, good job, Evan. That was really redundant. We've got we got this bug again. 1836 coming in. Got 4 decks, which means that those are just blocking for 7 each. I definitely want to play Twin Snipe, so that's 14 out of 36. So we need 22 more. So I mean 2 defend pluses. Okay. Yeah. And we'll play Shield Charger. Another 36. It's fine. We're not going to use Stasis Engine for a long time. I would like to use Ancient Construct, but we still can't. Put that back. I don't know why that's triggering twice on the Delve. Just get rid of those. We don't need them. It's just that one orb. It's probably easily fixable. It's now 44. Easy. $26. That full box. So does this. Kind of a long fight, but we're getting there. Probably need something for Niao then, because we have the Watcher Ironclad combo for damage. More stasis slots would be very helpful. Goodbye. Let's do this. We can use Curl Up to get Orb Walk into stasis. Yeah. Just like that. And we are safe to play Stasis Engine this turn if we want as well. Yeah, we can just do this. Full blocking for next turn. 5, like, even a bit extra. Yeah, 16 extra. I'm not going to play Priming Shot this turn, because that'll put us back in defense, and I would like to save that for next turn, so we get the, like the 60 plus damage turn fully blocked. Get rid of our strikes again. Okay. Revenge Protocol. File package, just Keep getting the same ones. Why not? Keep redrawing. $67. Just 6 brace. Sorry, 6 decks? Wow. Now the bomb's coming up again. There's 50. So now we just do our damage. And now the bombs start coming faster. $80 damage. Wow. It's been a long time since I've seen this. Are we there? Not quite. But it's fine. I'm okay with taking a little bit of damage here. We'll heal up most of it. Now we got another bomb to worry about. Cool. Okay. Now we have permanent decks, so that's great. 27. And now, the end. Okay. Not bad. Do need to speed up somehow, though. We've only got a few floors left to make something happen. I think it's possible. We're probably going to have to use that losing HP strategy against Niao for Brace rather than actually spending a lot of time blocking. We're going to need to accelerate our offense rather than our defense. Kind of cool that it works like that, honestly. I'm going to get rid of Flawed for now. I'm going to get rid of Suspension. Curl-Ups is actually okay. Get rid of Revenge. No, we'll keep Revenge Protocol. Get rid of Defend? No. Alright, this is where we use our Colorless Potion. Do we have any attacks in our hand? We have one singular strike, so Impatience could be good. In fact, I think I'm going to do that. Do I want to do this? If we hit Spheric Shield, I'm going to be really sad, so... let's not. What are we going for first here? Probably a way to slow down. We got 2 more strikes, of course. I'll do it. Okay. That's fine. Play that now. Yeah. Okay. Not getting Revenge Protocol into play hurts a little bit, but we'll be alright. I think that was the best we could have done there. I don't think I want to play Spheric Shield just yet. Instead, it's a multi-beam turn. Get destroyed. Okay, the Haunted is here. I think this is actually a great turn to use Spheric Shield, because next turn they might attack, but then the turn after that they all buff. Right? No, actually I think it's the next turn that they all buff. I actually don't even remember what turn it is. It's got to be still early in the fight. That was only the first one. Yeah, that was only our first debuff turn. Okay, so we still have a couple more turns before they all do their buffs, which means that we play the Spheric Shield. And the Compound Package. We're just going to keep getting this, I swear. Is it still worth it? Yeah. It's the best bang for our buck on 3 energy. Yeah. No, I'm not playing the Icky. I have Haunted in my hand. I do want to play this. Let's recover. Multi-beam? Yeah. Okay, it's their buff turn. That's fine. Is it Stasis Engine time since we have Bewildered in hand? I mean, what would we be able to do after that, right? Maybe one more card? I guess it would still enable certain things. We have a lot of zero costs coming up, including Impatience. This is 48 damage. I don't think that's enough to justify. So let's use Bewildered. We got a couple zero costs. I was really hoping this would be one. But now we can use Multi-Beam as a zero cost if we wanted. I think it's still better to play this as is. Wow. Okay. Defect gets their buffer. Ironclad gets Demon Form. That's probably something to worry about. Just a little bit. Alright, let's get this in. Let's play Planning, I think? Yeah, let's play Planning. Let's get rid of... Let's use Twin Slam, I mean. Okay. Get rid of our last attack. Start drawing more cards. Okay. That's good. Maybe we just let Defect die somehow. Like, for example, from Polybeam, I guess. No, I want to kill this. Alright. That's 45, so if I play Recover, that should cover it. We can immediately put multi-beam back. I'm gonna get rid of this. And now multi-beam wins the fight, I think. Maybe. Okay, not quite, but very close. No, it does. We have so much strength. Well, next turn we will. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit annoying here. As well as blocking for that much, holy. Okay. Bewildered was also kind of annoying there. Blank card. Our worst hit is Spheric Shield? Everything else is actually kind of okay. Yeah, alright. There's the time capacitor. There it is. That's huge. I can't believe we hit that. Honestly, I think we would have been fine even without it. Body Slam, what are you doing back here? You need to stop. Find somewhere else to go. You know what, maybe after this I'll take a look at the compendium and see just how many uncommon attacks Guardian has. Maybe the entire reason it's there is because the uncommon rolls for attacks just keep coming up. It's like that and maybe like Polybeam, and then that one beam that you can upgrade over and over. Oh, this would have been nice to have. Do we want Energy Potion more than a defensive potion? No, I think a lot of our energy costs are coming from getting rid of strikes and defense. So I think we can do better. I don't want any of the cards either. Okay, this is how we're beating Meow, and I'm not resting here. I've got HP to use, right? Maybe I am. No, I got Stasis Engine I want to use this fight. Maybe I upgrade Time Capacitor? Maybe that's better. How much Stasis do we have right now? We have both the Shield Chargers, Suspension, Planning, Curl Up. Actually, both Suspensions, don't we? I'm not even looking at the full deck. Curl Up, Recover, Planning, 2 Suspensions, 2 Shield Chargers. You know, it doesn't actually strike me as needing the upgrade on Time Capacitor. We're going to want to wait to use the Shield Chargers, if we can. With Pyramid, and if Niall gives us a Haunted, that might actually be difficult. Okay, well, we're not upgrading Time Capacitor here. We're going to upgrade Stasis Engine. I think getting this into play is super important. Alright, let's win this. How much does Niall hit for in the first couple turns? I forget. Okay, blank card didn't do anything for us. Okay. We are looking to get our offense into play. Not our defense. That being said, we just drew through it. I think it was still fine to get rid of the strike, though. Alright, now we're gonna put this in. We're gonna draw another card. We got Time Capacitor. Great. I could use my energy to put Shield Charger in, but I do not want to. Neo attacks for a lot here. Not a lot, like somewhere around 20. And then somewhere around 20 next turn as well. Maybe 27. Maybe it's like... I don't 100% remember. I think we can use our regen potion now. Is the thing. Although it does go off before Niao hits us. So maybe not the best here. If we play Compile Package, our package gets re-rolled by Rewildered. And I think this is going to hurt us later too, so I'm just going to use it now. There's this again. Okay. I actually don't know if that was correct. There was also Repulsor in that one other package. Oh well. We're getting rid of all of our debuffs right now, so can't complain about that. I can absolutely complain about this Haunted, though. Holy cow. I would like to keep this, I think. Maybe? Oh man, this sucks. Now I wish I had that energy pot. I didn't see something like this happening. I think it's still okay, though. Do we want multi-beam? Yes. Yes, we do. Oh, right, I have that. Okay, we're keeping Polybeam too. Keep the offense. Exhaust everything else. Goodbye, Spheric Shield. Goodbye, Shield Charger Plus. Okay. So if we do this, we're going into defensive for next turn, which is not great. This is 9 and 12. Okay, that's a full block. That's fine. That's a good hit. That's fine. I can't play a third 0 cost this turn. So that sucks. Getting planning again, I think is overkill. Maybe Overload is better. Maybe Polybeam is better. Oh man. Okay. I do just need to bring back a damage card. That's gonna be Polybeam, I think. But we have so much defense coming up. No, we're gonna put multi-beam in. It's gonna scale itself up as well. Alright. Do we keep this Bewildered? I think we do, actually. As weird as that sounds. Maybe we play Shield Charger for next turn. Because that gets our brace counter started by the time we get to the next cycle after this one for the big hit from Niao. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, that's not terrible, I guess. I have to play this. Alright, 23. And we're in defensive. We're going to full block these next couple of turns. Which I don't think is actually that great. Now that I think about it. But it's okay. Okay. I can get an extra energy from priming shot. Which is actually what you want to see here. Okay, that's perfect. We can put multi-beam into stasis like that. If I play curl up, I'm going to hit another defensive turn too early. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep this defense this time. I get the feeling that this fight, oh my gosh, we've barely done any damage. Oh, jeez. Okay. I think we need to keep scaling multi-beam. That didn't count for Bewildered, that's good. I'm gonna get rid of it now. We have a Haunted coming up, which is really bad. So I'm gonna opt not to play Overload here. Maybe I still should. Maybe the further down we exhaust, we'll have more control. We still have a bunch of wards. Yeah, okay. We didn't hit it, wow. Okay, maybe this hits Haunted then? No, we're drawing it next. Okay. Damage, damage, damage. Draw it now. Let's get rid of all these cards. I guess we can play Recover. That won't put us in defensive. And we get to get something back. Maybe Polybeam is the safest one to do here. Because it's ethereal. So being able to play it for free means that we'll guarantee its safety. Is Niao vulnerable? Yes. So we can still wait a couple turns. I'm looking at Polybeam, Twin Slam, and Planning, specifically. How many cards are coming out next turn? Multiple? Okay, so maybe Planning is good here. Maybe it's actually bad here now. Because we don't get the control over stasis that we want. So we don't want to play it anymore. Twin Slam's always good. If we put Polybeam in, that means we won't get to pair it with planning all the time. But then again, it's ethereal already, so we don't get to do that. Okay, yeah, I'm going to just put it in. We're going to let go of all these cards, except the Doubt, which just gets rid of itself. Okay, defensive mode. How much damage can we do? I'm going to play 3 cards here, the 3/0 costs specifically. Okay, we got suspension again. I'm going to suspend the strike. Okay, almost a damage cap, good. That means we're accelerating enough that we might be able to win this. 93. I think we're still safe. Got Venstein back in time. This is fine. Right, I didn't actually want to play that, but we hit 2 good ones to hit. So I'm not upset at all. We got multi-beam back. Oh, and it's ethereal? Okay. I want polybeam again, so... Okay, didn't get to draw it, that's fine. We still get to do a lot of damage here. That's what really matters. Want to recover... I guess suspension? That makes a lot of sense. Okay. We are very notably not in defensive mode. But maybe that's okay. We full block the Divinity turn. We're still accelerating our damage quite well. 75. Yeah, it was actually kind of important that we didn't put that in. Huh. Okay. Let's suspend the multi-beam. We got a nice draw 4 here. I'm going to play the polybeam. Nice thing about this is that we don't die no matter what, since we have more HP than it's attacking for. Suspend the overload. We're just going to keep blocking. Okay. I think this is perfect. We don't need to play Vent Steam yet, it's not ethereal. Play the strike. Oh, should have played the planning here. That puts Twin Slam in? Maybe that's fine, actually. Yeah, let's get more strength. We're going to cap out on damage, I think, this turn and next turn. Yeah, okay. Suspend, recover? Maybe? No, we want block. We'll suspend, strike. And this one too, I guess. No, we'll play this on the suspension plus so we can draw an extra card. And I'll play Polishing Oil now. Gives us another 10 block. Immediately. 46, we got enough block. That's good. Oh, our draw pile is our 2 good cards, so we don't want to play planning. Just get that in there. Get it out of our hand. And that's a win. GG. Okay. Turns out we did have the damage, which is good. I think that time capacitor helped quite a bit. Having extra control over our draw pile, especially with the Haunted, which did end up helping us, despite exhausting a few good cards. Yeah, we were able to do very well in that fight. What's our score? 22-24. Kind of a small score field. But hey. Lagging again. No idea what's causing this. I think we're probably just going to have to ignore this from now on until whatever's going on with Mod the Spire fixes itself. Because I am 95% sure that it's not my recording software. Alright. I think this is a pretty fun run for me. That Niao fight was still very fun as well. Got a very early Warp Tongs, got some really good relics. Despite having the Curse Key, we didn't miss out on much. I forget what we skipped here at the second chest for the blue key. I remember it was something good, I think. But, you know. Overall, our damage was pretty good, considering that we kept getting the Ancients package from Compile package for the extra strength and dex. Like, our deck just worked so well with it that like you can't complain about getting it every fight. That card carried us so hard, at least in the late game. Our multi-beam actually turned out to be a game winner for us, I think. Being able to suspend it multiple times to scale up its damage against the Niao fight was perfect for our damage supplement, since Niao was scaling up so fast. Honestly, I think we might have died at the second, what do you call it? The second Divinity turn. I think even if we didn't get the Ancients package from Compile package, we would have been fine. Like, I feel like our damage was just fast enough to be able to do it. It just seemed really slow at the start of the fight, because after a few turns she was still at almost full HP. Yeah, these were a bit of weird picks, but they paid off quite well. Just being able to manipulate our hand to the degree that we did. And this second one was pretty much free, so, you know, no downside to taking it. The Vent Steam with the Dex and Ward, a little bit weird for a card that gives vulnerable, but, you know, sometimes that's exactly what you need. And I absolutely back up my decision to put that Ward in there over the suspensions. It became a huge enabler card for defense, and we were able to keep our vulnerable down on the enemies during our fights. Also a game where we didn't remove any of our normal cards. I think the only card remove we got all game was on the injury. Let me double check this. There's no removed, no removed, no removed. Yeah, removed injury down there at the bottom. Oh, we removed pain earlier. So we literally only removed curses this game, which is really interesting. So many curses despite skipping most of the chests. We had like one close call down here, but then we got our full HP heal. Yeah, we got down to 4 at the Maw, before the Maw even. We got it at we got down to 19 at Darklings and then lost 15 at Rectomancer. Yeah, you know, I think overall this run was very well played. To pat myself on the back, I guess. Yeah. I don't really know anything else to say here. It just ended up being very strong by the end. Alright, hope you enjoyed this episode, and hope to see you in later ones. So see you later.